Welcome, Taurus, to your January chakra reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, for those of you who watch Chakra, I am doing this a little different since I have a different deck of cards. I am picking 2 chakra out of the deck to see which ones are... Uh-oh, they're trying to fall apart over here, guys. They're a little big, so... once again, a little big for my hands, but we're going to pick 2 chakras to see which ones are blocked and which ones are needed for this month. Okay, Taurus. Chakras cards that are needed for Taurus, please. Majority of most Tauruses out there, please. Right there. Psychic development. Oh gosh. For those of you who don't know, I am Taurus. So those of you, we're talking about the psychic development, and we're all talking about, okay, and we're going straight to spiritual awakening. Wow, okay. So, is this going to resonate on me? Now that makes me wonder. This means you guys who are Taurus, who are psychic, have psychic abilities, or working on your psychic development, it is time, my friends, for your upgrade. And for others of you just working on your psychic developments, learning how to develop them and getting, you know, having that spiritual awakening, however it is that you're doing it, it's now, it's time. Yep, because our situation card is the Oracle of Delphi. Okay, so there you go. Wow. I could actually use a upgrade. I haven't upgraded since, I think, August. So, and I've been kind of working little by little. Clairvoyance more than anything, guys. I don't really have clairvoyance much except for sleep premonition clairvoyance when I'm sleeping. So it'd be nice if I could actually do it more during the day. Okay, so going straight over here, we're going to actually start over here with the Oracle of Delphi over here, talking about number 1, which is the beginning. So this is the beginning of either your spiritual awakening, and that doesn't mean you're not already spiritual awake. It means it's enhancing, you guys. It's enhancing. Okay, and then for some others of you who are new and working on this, it's definitely coming to fruition over here is what it looks like. You are starting to actually pick up on the developments. Okay, so take this how it resonates, okay? It's going to be a little bit different for everybody. I can see that right away. We're going straight to the... I am using the Akashic Tarot for the deepness of these readings. Getting to the depth of things over here. This actually wants to talk about the psychic experiences and perceptions and interpretations of what's going on around you. This card is telling you that when you receive this card, it's your time of great insight and psychic powers. Like I said, psychic update. I see it right away. It's the first thing I heard too. So for those of you, I am clairaudient. So that's what makes this so much better. Makes it so much better. Okay, so even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your conscious because you have used this gift in so many past lives. So a lot of you, it's trying to say that you have had this gift in past lives. So every life that you live, you continue to get this psychic upgrade. You just continue to keep opening and opening and opening, and it'll be easier for a lot of you, okay? You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Oh yes, and the empaths too. I have many empaths that watch. Take note as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and the Akashic vision of the world. So yeah, so whatever psychic developments you are developing, that you're working on, it's time. This is, like I said, the third eye and the crown. These are the highest to get to spirit. Actually, I'm going to pick a spirit card. For those of you who watched before, we never used these cards, but hold on one second. Which ones? I have to look in the book really fast though, because I'm not sure which ones that are using for spirit. Okay, good. So you have the soul chakra that's going to, this is where that crown chakra is going. It's going straight to the universe, which they then call this the higher spirit realm way up here. Okay, that's where it goes. That's what connects you to the universe. Okay, once you get that high. And then of course down below, the root chakra is the earth, right? The earth's chakra. That is what keeps you tied to earth, right? Because you're human, you're an earthling. So yes, so I'm going to grab the ones that have to do with the spirit realm, because this is just very in depth. So, okay. So here we go. Let's grab one of these. My other cards don't have these, so I've never really brought this up to light. No need to, but now there's a need. So give us the card that's most needed for Taurus for this reading, please. There it is. What is it? Self-mastery. Oh my gosh, so you're going to self-master. You have to self-master all your chakras, of course. Oh my gosh. So, okay, for those of you, here's the way it works. Okay. For those of you who this like really works for, okay. Those of you who are working to develop your psychic developments, you need to master all of these, right? Because that's the way you're going to balance yourself, because you're trying to open yourself up. You're trying to use your psychic awareness. Those of you who are born this way, okay, I'm going to use it two different ways, because there are a lot of people who try to master this and want to become more psychic developed, and start using the gifts that are, you know, there to use. You're going to have to really balance yourself to get to self-mastery. Those of you born this way, keep working and keep meditating and keep doing what you know you're supposed to do. And this is no matter what, these need to be balanced as much as possible. For those of you who already know how to use the third eye and get to the chakra through third eye, you know as well as I do, the majority of you, that as soon as you start getting into the third eye and it starts showing you your chakra colors while you're in third eye mode, look for the ones that are not showing up. Like if I'm getting into third eye mode, I might see red, I might see orange and yellow, but green might be missing, which means I'm don't have love right now, right? Maybe I'm holding a grudge. Maybe there's something going on that I'm not feeling love. Okay, so look for the ones that are not open, so that way, you know, they will start showing you where your balance is. Of course, those of you who are already psychic, you're going to be able to see your purples and stuff anyways. Those of you, when you start doing so, before you can get to the purples and the crown chakras, you're going to have to pretty much master all of these up in here to really gather that information to move towards your spiritual awakening, because you're starting a journey. I don't really know how to say. You're opening it yourself, right? You're doing it yourself. It's not something you were born with. It's kind of hard to explain, my God. I thought it would be easier to explain, but it's a little tough. Okay, so going over here to the psychic development, and yes, you have the self-mastery, and this is where your intention is going. Wow. So with the psychic development, we're going to go straight over here. And this number is 27. Okay, so it says this is a powerful time to develop your psychic abilities. Connecting to your psychic awareness is like having an extra sense. So that's what you're doing. You're using your extra sense, sensories, right? And trying to open them up. Or for those of you, you're getting a download already of your extra sense, right? So you're just getting more download, which means it's strengthening your gift. So if you're empathic and you're kind of empathic, but not enough, and you're like, I would like to be a little more empathic, you're going to be able to do that. If you're clairvoyant, but it takes super long time and you don't get to do it a lot, and you're really trying to develop this is the time to do so. So people, yeah, just keep going strong and keep working with that. And now is the time for you to get that upgrade. People often refer to it as the sixth sense. Everyone is psychic, including you. And now it is time for you to deepen your psychic abilities. You could possibly have a lineage of psychic ancestors, as this gift can be handed down through your bloodline. There are 4 main ways to connect to our psychic abilities: through vision, hearing, knowing, and feeling. Okay. So these senses are like muscles. The more you work with them, the stronger they become. There is usually one sense that comes more naturally to you than the others, and you are encouraged to focus on it. This card is a reflection that it is time to start flexing your psychic muscle to discover new wisdom for yourself and others. It would be a great time to attend a workshop to assist you, read some books, listen to some podcasts, whatever it is that you've been doing to do so. Okay. Pulling this card also can mean that you've been working on your psychic abilities, and you are encouraged to keep going, as the answers for you at this time will come through your connection to the higher self. This is such a powerful time of development and learning. Make sure you take the time to honor and nurture your gifts and this process. Using your intuition. Everybody is born with intuition. That is the first way to do everything, is make sure you're paying attention to your intuition. Because this isn't even right here. It says, I am deeply connected to my intuition and reclaim my psychic gifts now. So, and a lot of it's a harder thing, I would say, if you're not born with it. But just keep working strong. Spiritual awakening over here, it's talking about now you're getting this, as you continue with this spiritual development, getting straight from the third eye to now crowning, which is one of the harder things to do. You have this spiritual awakening. So the spiritual awakening is literally talking about, okay, the whole planet and everything on it is waking up slowly from a deep sleep. The ancestors called it in the time of awakening. Okay, our hearts are open and expanding to experience a deeper sense of love and wisdom. This time is an important rite of passage for you, and you're awakening to a deeper sense of your spiritual being. Your awareness is expanding, and your connections to the wisdom of the universe is stronger than ever. Sometimes this can be uncomfortable and challenging. However, always remember that through these challenges, you have the ability to grow. Please do so. Okay. I'm just pausing there right now. Just please do so. You're being asked to let go of anything that is stopping you from experiencing this deep connection at the present. It's time to discard old beliefs and bring in new ones that support your growth. And those are those beliefs, like I said before, of I'm poor. No, you're not. You know, or keep telling yourself I'm never going to be anybody. Yeah, you are. You know, and those things right there, those are kind of like old belief systems. I also see old belief systems, actually, my friends, also as you can never, your parents or grandparents or somebody will say, you can never accomplish to anything because our family only gets this far. We do not have a money tree in the backyard. These types of negative things. Right, because you come from the Baker family. Bakers, you know, we're not rich people, you know, we don't ascend that high, you know, and it's like, that is a negative way of holding on to something that is passed down through family, that keeps the family belief system down. And that's why those Bakers don't do anything with their life, because they have this negative outlook that they could never do or accomplish anything within life. And then they keep sending it to their children. It's kind of like I call it a family curse, because it keeps you where you believe you can only get so high, right? You could never ascend higher than what Ma Baker did, right? Ma Baker was the richest, you know. You can't ascend any higher than that because, you know, the Baker curse, or because we're bakers, or however it is. And those ways of thinking are what really keep us in the places of not allowing our potentials to grow. Let's just put it that way, because I don't, you know, I see this all the time, you know. I come from Compton. People from Compton don't get rich, you know, or whatever. And it was like, well, that's interesting because, you know, that's not what the rappers said. They went out and proved a different point, didn't they? So, yeah, they took a different path and said, no, we're going to, you know, write songs that are going to make us millionaires. Going outside of the box, right? They proved their point, didn't they? They surely did. So, okay. So, let's get a chakra card over here on these two. Keep expanding those. And it's going to bring in a manifestation. And you know, when you really do this though too, once you get to the self-mastery, the self-mastery over here is going to bring in the abundance. It's going to give you the ideas of what law and attraction really 100% are, and keep you more towards the universe and the understanding of this is how energy works. And yeah, that's going to be a big one for you. Now, that doesn't mean you're still not going to have negative energy, and that doesn't mean you're not going to have negative people or challenges or this or that. If anything, you're going to have a lot of challenges. I will tell you that right now. Because things are going to want to come in to challenge you. Especially negative energy when you start getting here. I will tell you right now, there are dark forces in the universe. They will challenge you. Everybody who's psychic can tell you that, especially if they're clairvoyant or anything of that nature. Things that want you to stay not here, right? They want to keep you down. So just be aware of that, please. Challenge your positivity. Okay, so the card you're getting out is enlightenment. Keep telling yourself that you can have enlightenment. Yeah, this whole reading is about enlightenment. Keep telling yourself that you are going to ascend. If you can find a guru or someone who can help you, and some kind of ascended master, that would be a great thing too. But just keep reading and keep yourself balanced. I'm going to say balanced because I want you to keep yourself at Earth chakra and at Star chakra. Because if you don't have the balance of feeling your roots, it's going to be way down here. Then you're not going to, it's not going to come in the way it should come in, because it should come in a little faster, a little better. You're going to feel very balanced, because I don't want you to feel like you're imbalanced. So make sure that when you're doing this, that you feel like you're grounded to the earth as the earthling that you are, looking up towards the heavens of where your soul came from. So you as a body came here as a person, and your soul belongs up here. I hope that makes sense. So that way you feel like you're balanced to the earth and the universe. Because you are. Plain and simple. Okay, any animal you need to be is this very deep reading, my friends. I hope that this resonates with enough people. If it doesn't, then that just means Spirit really wanted those who are doing this to understand this. Gray squirrels, find ways of solving problems. So this is also a great way to solve your problems. If you're finding that you're having some kind of problem in life, use these as the ways to solve your problems by using your intuition. It's coming right through his third eye, so it's also going to help there as well. Okay, so be the gray squirrel. Because you have a butterfly effect coming right now, yeah. You're ready for a transformation with wisdom and psychic abilities and getting to that self-mastery, which the self-mastery is going to give you a key to open the doors of understanding things, feeling balanced, and feeling like you belong where you're supposed to belong. Oh my gosh, and then there's that one too. We have any 11s? Anybody know their numerology 11, master numbers 11 or 22, not feeling like they're a part of this earth? Or maybe I have some star children coming through that feel like they're not here. Really, if you're star children, I want you to ground yourself also with Earth chakra. The way you feel more like you are a part of this earth, not just here for, you know, and don't know how, how or why you got here, right? I know. And for some of you, you're really like, this reading is the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. But this is just the way, it's just the way things work. Okay, so that was it for you, my friends, and until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.